Hello and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4. We are continuing on with the old Lost Wizard. In the last session, we kind of made one step forward and two steps back, failing off of a siege just ever so slightly. We had to do a tactical retreat and rebuild our forces, but we're back now on the edge of Oleanis. No doubt an army coming from Dawn Tree to fight us, but this time we are not making the stupid mistake of trying to do this so fast that we can't heal or do anything else. And we have a bunch of other armies set up elsewhere. We actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 armies going right now. So we have 4 full stacks, almost full stacks. And we're sitting on a lot of cash as well. I think what I'm going to do is make another one of these cheap armies before we get going. The tier 1, 2 armies. And then otherwise, we ended on an end turn. You know the rules. Let's begin on an end turn. It's always nice. It's always nice to begin on an end turn because then you don't have to think about it and you just react to whatever happens. No matter what your plans were, you get to kind of sit back and say like, okay, well, let's see what happens and then roll with that. 10 minutes you have to go outside. Ooh, a stack of cash in mana. Yeah, we get a lot when we burn down cities, and we do love burning down cities. So you're building that work camp. So I really want to send a group down here. Really want to zigzag. But we're gonna send a group down here to try and get that artifact. And then eventually we'll come down here and try for that artifact. You guys are burning stuff up. I love to see it. What else can we do here? A Sun Shrine gives encourage to all friendly units in the domain. So enough of that Sun Shrine. Let's make sure that's on a debuff. That Wyvern area can also go down. And then I'll send this other guy up here. So now we have like a little triple army up here to distract. So anything that comes after us is going to have to go through. It's going to have to go through those boys if it wants to get to the main event. I think I should send these dudes up here. Yeah. And I'll have them go for the artifact. In the meantime... Oh. Didn't notice that happening. We'll just clear off some trash down here. The only problem with their streams is that I'm urging to play Age of Wonders myself, but at the same time, I try to miss as few of your streams as possible, dude. I know the feel. I appreciate it. I thank you. There are always the VODs up on YouTube. Everything gets uploaded, though, you know, a little bit later. But I always appreciate you being here. And thank you for the primer. Much appreciated. And Text Hit, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. I watch and I listen while doing other stuff. My old PC can't run it. Yeah. I think that's a fair way. A fair way to handle it. What are these guys doing? I have city ruins up here. I should probably get rid of them. And then I also have this quest for this great bird nest. Why don't we move these 3 to the ocean? And we'll have them kind of play ocean defense. You've built yourself a monolith. I really don't have much in the way of archers. So I feel like arcane battlements are the better option here. I'm not really being sieged a lot, but also doesn't necessarily mean I won't be. This prison cell will give me 2 times 9, 18 knowledge. So let's take that right away. And then I'm actually going to take this this vision and true sight. Because if I could see a little bit further over here, that would be useful. We got a new development skill, which we're not going to take. We got another hat. So I think we have all the hats we want right now. I use him for a sword. Nothing really fancy. What can we do in the one-handed sword department? Retaliator's not a bad choice. Bleeding, poison. Condemn. This will be called like the blade of bleed, poison, condemn, and retaliated. The blade of barbs. I forget, I'm not a giant now, so I can't make like tier 5 plus. You want someone to blow up that infestation? I'll take it. Just because they attacked me. I don't know if I'll go after them. Saint Spire is no longer at war with me. Okay. Right, because I guess Blint is not at war with me. Keep cruising. Keep cruising. Gonna burn this city. What, we're gonna burn this city to the ground? Not the outside, the sun is there. A dangerous radioactive ball. This giant ball of fire spewing radioactivity at the ground. You can't go outside, it's dangerous. Well, a profound lurker myself, yeah. Everything I could do is tempting, and I often fail to decide what I really want to do. I mean, I think leaning into the roleplay elements are the key. I always try to think my roleplay build through to some degree. And then everything is just being built around that. You got one of these annoying Fey forests, but I have True Sight on all my guys. And I can now cast Scion of Flame, and I also have a Mage Bane ritual. Well, I certainly could get rid of some of these Skelly Bones. Let's get rid of this Skelly Bone. Yes. So we now have a portable Spelljammer. So any fight that this guy is in, while this unit is alive in the battle, he acts like a Spelljammer, increasing spell cost by 100% combat casting points. Super, super, super good. Top tier unit, as far as I'm concerned. It looks like you guys can all get down here without having to fight those guys. So, das ist what we are going to do. Can't reach the dig yet, but soon. Yeah, I mean, why not go for this quest? Worst case here, I'm just like farming small monster nests. All of our dudes fly as well now because we're umbral monsters. All right, you guys are going to continue the blockade. You're good. You're good. Received a trade proposal. You want peace. I'm declining. She's like, I'll give you 250 mana. And I'm like, if I burn down your city, I get 400 mana per turn. What, are you crazy? I'm not going to take that deal otherwise. You know what? I am rich. Why don't we start boosting things? We get an academy going here. I don't have a mine, which means I can't build a mint. That seems fixable. Actually, I could build a mine here instead of this wave conduit. But my mana kind of sucks. I'm shocked that our mana is so bad. And I'm trying to think about like how we can get better with that. The Marching Gloom just gives us knowledge. I guess the Guardian Tree does give us mana per Forester, so I could swap more things over to Foresters now. especially that we have the Guardian tree. Certainly, I'm going to be building a bunch of foresters out here, so. The Tide Spirit gets killed. Whatever. I ain't too worried about it. You get a mage, sure. Clear out that. Pick up these guys. Bring a flanking, a warg. Then we'll move on this bird nest. Whoa! These guys look like they don't have heads in their portraits because they have these ridiculous helmets on. Heroic Fae. I love the look of that. Kaz, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. Forests have been upgraded to be less garbage. Oh man, the forestry builds are really strong. If you get a one of these gold trees, they give you knowledge and mana, and then they also, you know, just naturally provide draft and food. Sorry, production and food. Then if you build the Smith's Guild, they also provide draft. So the only thing they're not giving you is gold, which, you know, is kind of important, but it works out decently. All right, this city gets ruined. Hardly a fight. I will take your mage so I can add it to him. Raise this city to the ground. You're gonna come down here. You're gonna come down here. You're gonna come down here. And you're gonna dig. So we'll start that excavation process. You can move up with these guys. Pass, 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 pass. Chill. Raising cities takes 2 less turns. Grants 50 gold per population. Gain a tier 3 unit of their raised culture. Now it raises in 1 turn. You want an alliance? It's a deal. Empires with a strong military. Oh, my dude. We're just getting started, kiddo. This military is just beginning. Look at this, man. I burned down almost this entire place before I destroyed it. Huge plus, yeah. The only thing that boosted them was the Forest of Stakes that the Barbs had. Yeah, the gold. These gold tree wonders are like really the key. And if you're doing a nature build and you get the, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff in nature that scales off of forests, nearby forests, and I think in Order might have some as well. The Pyre Shrine, I want to say, scales off of forests. There's a few. I might have to look. You got me curious now. Ah! Nope. Deep glitter chambers. This is the digging we're doing. Digging through the earth, your troops find themselves in a covered chamber covered with thick cobwebs. Noises echo and hiss in the darkness. Many legged silhouettes lurk without movement, awaiting the arrival of new prey. They believe they spot a hunter spider matriarch. This chamber is affected by cobwebs. Sacred Meadow is only off of farms. Feywater Pond scales off of foresters. Bountiful Field? No. The Shrine of Prosperity also scales off foresters, which is really good. +7 food. per forester, and then 10% is converted to gold. So this is kind of how you get gold out of it, is you get the Shrine of Prosperity. And I don't think the Garden of Bliss does. No, that's just grasslands. But that's often, you know, surrounded there as well. Then I'm trying to think which ones of these do. You're per farm. You're quarry based. You're per farm. The Pyre Shrine is per adjacent forester, so draft per adjacent forester. And maybe that's it. Yeah, those other guys don't. So there's a couple. It's not like nothing crazy. Small monster den. Ice spider. With the spiders called, the company of lost treasure are burning away the cobwebs, opening the path for the devastator spheres. Like the fuses, expect some bruises. We built these halls in centuries past. We bring them down an instant blast. Time to do some digging. Yep, hello. God, I love her little goblin noises. Just angelic. Did you guys spawn an army? Actually cannot tell. Just like don't heal in neutral domain. I thought you healed undead per turn. Okay, I do heal in non-openly hostile domain. Alright, I'll see what I can do. This city is ruined. Good work, everybody. On to the next one. Whoa, sick. We got an Eladrin Awakener here as well. That gets both our stuff and their stuff. You're a tasty mage. I guess you're gonna have to go in there. I don't know what these giants are doing, but... Alright, you can come up here. I actually heal more in enemy domain. So we can move up our skelly bones. But it looks like most of our skelly bone armies are also sitting at around 1,000 points now. It's very nice to see. You're just gonna hang out with these guys. Abort that. Let's see with a forester. Stuff around the soul well is fine, but basically everything else I want to make sure is forester when it can be. You also, of course, have a lot of growth right now, so... The blossom orchard there. Another forester here. There's lots of good, like, gold and iron locations that I don't really want to, like, give up. I'm trying to think of like where I want to put the accursed shrine. And maybe this is the guy right here. That might be the spot to do it. You're going to get this fancy do sort of horrible monster ship. And I guess we'll give you a ring of flanking. And then I'm mostly good until we start getting some better magic materials. I don't really think there's much crafting I need to do. That derelict workshop is attacking me again. I don't like that. This is attacking. This is attacking. That's probably attacking. Let's build this mint. And then, yeah, you're doing really good in builds now. I'm actually just going to rush that mint because why not? We'll build the arcane battlements next. And now it's just like we're going to start clearing through the last of our couple of builds. Then we don't have to focus on the city at all. Shadow have an Empyrean thing for hostile domain. Yeah, we picked that up. So we heal like 10 HP in hostile domain now. So non-openly hostile domain, implying every domain is hostile, just not openly. They work on water battles next pack. Yeah, I don't know if the Archons is really going to focus on the water, but I do feel like the water is I wouldn't be surprised if that was like the main focus of season 3. Archons are probably going to be, you know, definitely new races, which, you know, are really just cosmetic, but still fun. I think we're probably going to see some expansion to order. I don't think a new ruler type, but lots of books. I also suspect we'll probably get some story maps because Giant Kings didn't have any story maps either. So play Planetfall. The game had good water bottles. I have not played Planetfall in a very, very long time, to the point that I can't really remember it. To the point that I think I played it. Pretty sure I did. All right, let's go. Catapults, Caltrops, beacon. Just queue it all up. And actually, I have crazy money, so like, I should be boosting one of those a turn. Oh man, we got so much income from that kill that like, let's also make sure we're pumping out extra armies here. We're gonna dig. You're just hanging around, little spider. Can't quite reach the siege with you. No. He has Siege Breaker, but it's only going to cut like one turn off, so... I guess let's just move up the skeletons to help. I'd like for them to focus on things that they can destroy. So a lot of stuff here already appears to be in ruins. Like I'd really like to find like where this Fey Mist generator is. They got a spell jammer all the way down here. You guys sit and heal for a moment. That guy's gonna camp. We are back to Paragon. Issenter has declared war on us. That's fine. You're sending an invasion force. That's what I thought was happening. So it's kind of why I pulled back that army for the meantime. When's the next DLC? Not for a while. I would say like... What's it now? April? August? If I was a betting man? Maybe a little earlier than that. Maybe July. Dead seemed to suggest that Archon would involve undead giants. Yes, somebody did mention that was teased. I mean, I kind of feel like if it's the last part of the season, it might be a bunch of stuff that ties in all the previous DLC and affects all the previous DLC. Like maybe we'll get some other Eldritch rulers in there as well. Yeah, this is whatever. This is a throwaway army. Okay. Marauder Guard. Dungeon crawling. Breaking through the mound, your troops reach a well-preserved dungeon area. Masterfully built, the chamber endured the ages undamaged. Its purpose was to deny passage to the most precious chambers of the city and to eradicate anyone daring to intrude. Deadly dungeon traps hang on pillars and walls as a clear warning with likely more hidden along the way. We will break those dungeon defenses down. No problem. No problem at all. With the dungeon defenders destroyed, the company of lost treasures disarm most of the remaining traps and blow up some more devastator spheres. Letting me into the next hallway. Spiders. I guess this is the last hallway here as well. Where is this quest? Since we're doing it, I'll track it. Two turns until the breach. That looks like it's sped up somehow, but okay. Sure. Yeah, man, all this stuff is crazy and destroyed. There's the Feywater Pond. Get rid of that. Okay. You're now only 1,000 points. It's a 1,700 point battle. All right, you guys might as well fall back. I'm being attacked here too. Fan the Inferno is unlocked. That's a really nice one for us. Chaos Eaters is not a bad choice. Treacherous Reflection of an enemy target. An Umbral Demon that cannot summon other units. Yeah, we'll go with that. Build another thing here. Yeah, we got the money, so it's like, let's make sure we're rushing stuff every turn. Scion of Flame is ready. So we now have Vengeful Flames, so every time someone attacks us, they take fire damage, have a chance of being burned. We get fire resistance. This cancels out the weakness that Umbral Demon gives us. Fiery Wake, which ignites flammable terrain. We're immune to burning, which means Curse Eater can no longer be turned off. We get Lava Walk, and we don't suffer penalties from lava. It does even better, actually. It gives us fire resistance, so we get a little penalty from Spirit, and that's about it. I don't know if we have any new... I don't think we have any new undead. You're sending a war party. I doubt it gets through all these monster dens. There's almost no way that gets to me. I would be shocked. I can summon entwined scourges and protectors, I guess because of the guardian tree. That's good to know. What else we cast in here? Let's get an Umbral incursion started. Cordon Dawson Giant types calling back to AOW2's Archon Titans and Revenant Archon Titans. Cool. At least one of those will probably be in July. Yeah. Only just got a DLC. Age of Wonders won't get one for at least a quarter. Yeah. Yeah. Jan, then to April, then July, then to December. That sounds about right. Q3. Yeah. Yeah. Eagle, good evening. Can I make outposts to claim wonders as chosen destroyers? Yes. But because of regenerating infestations, making outposts is really difficult to defend. Wearing out pickaxe after pickaxe, your troops carve the path through the frozen ground until they reach a new chamber, glittering in a rare beam of refracted sunlight following through the endless layers of ice in the ceiling. The Gilded Throne. A gold ancient wonder towers at the center of this last chamber. Built from immaculate flow rock marble, like the giant kings of old, the Gilded Throne is a symbol of overwhelming power and craftsmanship. While your troops are marveling, a series of booming explosions is rupturing the chamber. The company of lost treasures have forced their way inside. Now, I tell you where doesn't have infestations is right down here. That needs a hero. But what I could do is clear the Gilded Throne and then build an outpost right here on the underground passage, which also has a gold vein, so it pays for itself. And then I could claim the Gilded Throne. That would actually get me 2 gold wonders. I only need 3 for magic victory. That's an option. That's certainly an option. If I took the 3 of these guys, I could probably defend them. Let us think on. Can you reach this guy? Okay, I'm actually going to do this then. A bunch of these armies are coming to try and chase me down right now, so... I tell you what as well, why don't you just get that Vow Keeper, get that as well. You can move this army over here. Then I can train up the better units. Second Necromancer, why not? Okay. Great. You've burned that down. Okay, I'm just going to reassemble my troops here. Is that Spelljammer broken? It is. Nice. So I just wanted an Umbral Nest so we could start spreading gloom in other locations. It's one of the things I've been thinking about doing a lot of lately. And I wouldn't mind some more Mage Banes. So I think we have the Thralls for it. You're being pillaged. So you're no longer recruiting new armies, which you should be doing. Well, I'm just going to keep with this standard 1,000-point army. They are super, super dirt cheap for me to make and super fast. And I don't know, maybe once I burn down Dawn Tree, we can start talking about maybe some tier 3 armies. But what are my settings for map size and players? We're playing on large 7. Yeah. I figured if we were going Chosen Destroyers, I didn't want to do very large 9. It's just like there's too much faffing about at the end of every turn. So I said, screw it. Cats, take it easy, man. Enjoy the outside. The army comp is 1 Honor Blade, 2 Sworn Guard, Seal Keeper, Vow Keeper, and a Houndmaster. It's not like it's nothing special, but it's just like all of our neutral units. This is it right here. All the tier 1s come out as champions, so it's like a pretty solid army. Oh yeah, we also get Throne of Insidious Whispers here in our territory. That's fine. Nickel Nick has lost his throne city. If he is defeated in combat, he dead. So he is probably up here somewhere. You're 1,800 points. Are you going to be good enough to take this city? To take the Gilded Throne? I could put this mage in with you. So you already have a Primordial Basilisk. You know what? That's not a bad idea. 2,200. Yeah, that's way better. Arriving at the grand gates of the Gilded Throne, Suwong the Starcaster finds the structure complex already roaming with looting adventurers. Vacate the premises, says Burn the Vanguard. This archaeological site has been found and registered by the Company of Lost Treasures. We are the rightful owners of this area, and we will use force to defend our property if necessary. They've betrayed your agreement and lay sole claim. Create your own Devastator Spheres to blow away their barricades. Yeah, why not? 1 turn of production, that's no bigs. It's a lot of heroes in this fight, but they're not as strong as me. Overcharged Mantle, Bow of Undead Slaying, Sundering Greatsword, and a Charged Mantle. These are all tier 3 items, and I'm going to disenchant all of them. Just as the last of the adventurers is felled by your troops, Burn reveals his hiding position, raising his hands in surrender. I give up! He squeals in deadly terror, holding up an ornate strongbox. Take this, I'm rich. I am of greatest value of the Company of Lost Treasures. When alive, I assure you. He regains his countenance, opening the strongbox. Behold, the Flow Rock Crest, the gem of the Giant King's treasury. This is the artifact. Unlocks the production of Giant Forum. 1 Imperium per adjacent special province, counts as a quarry. Giant Forum receives the following buffs: Tuskpen production, 3 gold per adjacent mine or quarry, counts as a mine. You defended your claim to the deep glitter chambers, taking the Flow Rock Crest. The fate of the pitiful vanguards is yours to decide. Gold? Sentence him and expose the shady practices. Or get a ring of flanking, a cloak of hexing, and an enchanted crown. I think I'm gonna just take the Imperium. Ba, 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 ba. The glory of Meridia, the last legion of Meridia. Oh, interesting. This place is not as big as I first thought. Yeah, if I build an outpost, it's going to be harder to take this. Okay, I'm going to do it anyway. You can go back to your army. That guy goes in here. You guys this way. You guys this way. Great. One artifact down. You love to see it. There's desecrate land. So we can pillage provinces, become evil, gain ash lands, but lose like everything else. And the Tome of the Chaos Lord is what we're going to go with. Because if we can summon our Eldritch Ruler into every fight and have all of his summons in every fight, it basically means that every fight we have a full 4th army as part of now. Because he summons 8 units per battle.
In disorder, thrive on turmoil. Your aura of chaos is like an insidious mist that warps reality.
That's also really good, but
madness.
We'll take demonic onslaught. This is also a big, great team-wide buff. All right, I got 21 turns on that Great Bird Nest. I got 13 turns on this Derelict Workshop. So why don't I move these new made armies up here? These are like my necromantic armies, which I'd actually rather leave in the sea because they have a lot of trouble fighting anything else. +1 Imperium per adjacent special province improvement counts as a quarry. Where do I put you? This is the obvious spot. Per special province improvement, +1 Imperium. That says it'll give me 3. That says it'll give me 3. Oh, that touches the School of Mastery as well. Oh, I see why. 2 there. Yeah, all right. Let's just build it here then. These guys are going to come up to deal with this threat. Aha! And the city of Dawntree. Is actually a lot tougher than I thought it would be. They have all these kitty cats. I don't know where they came from. But we're a 5,000 versus 5,300 battle. Part of me wants to just throw the skeletons at them. God, they've got a Troll King in here as well. How did they get that? All right, well, let's see what the magic says. Yeah, I'll take that, man. We fought enough sieges against these guys. I'm not really like... I don't really care about fighting more of them. Yaka's Rotbringer. Taunted Polearm with Decaying. Interesting. A tier 4 Blade with Marked and Lifesteal. A Reinforced Cloak with Bolstering Regen. And a tier 3 Pike. There's some nice stuff in here. So I just made you this Blade of Barbs. But obviously I wonder, is this better? 18 damage versus 18 damage, but frost. You bleed. You mark and lifesteal while you condemn and poison and retaliate. I think mine's better. And then we have the Vengeful Halberd versus Yaka's Rotbringer. Vengeful Halberd gives me +1 retaliation attacks, but I already have unlimited retaliation attacks on this, guys. So it's 20 damage versus 20 damage. Sundered Resistance versus Sundered Defense. This taunts, which is really good on a polearm. Like, I think that alone might want me to take it. And it's a case. Taunt on hit is really, really good. On a guy with tireless retaliations. So I did say I was going to take endurance training on this guy for whatever reason. And I guess you're taking Master of Chaos. So I don't know I'm going to give you any of those. I think my plan here is to go Vigor, Defense, Adaptive Armor, Pure Defense, Weakening Strike. Yeah. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then I can take 18, 19, 20 down the middle. Titania is defeated. Whatever the future holds, she is a thorn in your side. No more. Loses gold, receive Imperium. Get mana. Get food. I mean, I'll take some food. Why not? $2,400 gold. 170 Imperium. And it's going to give me just short of 400 because it went down in population. Just short of 400 for everything, so. Pillaging provinces and becoming evil in this campaign? Egad. Can't believe the lost wizard ruling from the end of time would turn out to be evil. It's a bit of a shocker for sure. I don't know that any of us could have seen it coming. But sometimes you just end up a little bit surprised. All right, these are all skeletons. I am just going to fill you guys with astral creatures at this point. So I think what I'll do is I'm probably going to have these skeletons come down here to Isinter. Or possibly across here to Dawnbane. And I'm going to have my actual army just march south through Crockhold and to this artifact. You guys. I'm all right with that decision. That stuff's already been boosted. Do I bother attack this giant? I don't really feel like I have to. You can go there. You guys are good. You guys are good. You guys are good. You guys are good. Good, 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 good. Level up on the Starcaster. I'm going to give you endurance training. Level up on the Duelist is going to take... You're my shield Duelist. I'm going to give you Will Breaker, which we don't take very often. Here's the corpse of Burn the Vanguard. We got a bunch of extra corpses from this. Specchio has completed his major ambition, so now he can also summon Devastator Spears in combat. He can only use it once per battle, but like, it's pretty good. It costs no action, and he does have a Weaver, so he can cast it a second time. So that's even more summons for him. And we got Buckwin's corpse back. Hell yeah. I don't think I got any of his gear back with him, which is a bit of a pain, but... 390. You know what? Dude, let's do it right now. Look at how many heroes I have here. Here's Buckwin. There you are. Animate. Drakvek has declared war on us over here. It's become a free city. Okay. This brigand camp that I created is attacking me. The irony is not lost. And where's my hero? Down here. So, your stuff sucks. You are my chargy crit boy. Oh, I guess we have to give you that for right now. We're going to have to give you an item. Wand of poison darts. Let's give that to you. And let's make him something nice. How about, you know what? We're taking all the Umbral stuff. Why don't we give him this Umbral axe? 10% crit chance. I'll give him Retaliator. I'll give him Condemn. Why not? Provoke? Extremely unlikely I ever want to use that. I guess we'll go poison. If we're doing blight damage. We could call this the Maw of Muck. And we'll make that for him. He will need a handful of items. That's worth. Saves an hour-long battle. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the auto-resolve is, like, quite good in this game. So generally when it says, hey, this is who you're going to lose, I say, okay, I'll probably lose that many or close to that many units. Every now and then it gets super drunk. And it says like, oh, this is a landslide defeat for you. And then I'll play it and I'll like not lose a single character. But for me, the cost is less about draft as it is about literally my time. This guy, I'm going to cut his head off. He wanted me to release him. And I said, how dare you speak to me? You have another one of these armies. So this is 3 of my like standard template armies here right now, and they're producing like 4,000 points in combat. Now that has a lot to do with the fact that I'm defending in my terrain, but it's still pretty good. You've built another Awakener. Well, that's, you can replace that then. Do that. So this guy needs, we'll give him a Mage Bane and we'll give him, I don't know, man. We'll find something. Locking and shuffling skills costs 50% less. Locking skills costs money? I actually didn't know that. Is that true? I most definitely did not know that, if that's the case. I lock stuff all the time. It does cost mana? Dude, I gotta take a look at that next time. Talk about, like, did not realize. All right, let's get as many of these dweebs up here as we can. I don't know what I'm doing with these spiders. I'll just march them back home. All right, you guys are good. You guys are good. You guys are good. You guys are all gonna come down here. And then these guys are all gonna march down here. Crockhold sending an army of astral serpents at me. That's actually pretty cool. If I get things from defeating locations, can I farm umbral nests for umbral demons? I bet I can. Hugo the Duelist. I am gonna give you Adaptive Shadow so we can take Spirit Breaker. Arvani Nickelneck is willing to become vassalized. Man, I didn't even fight you. So I do know that he lost his throne city just recently. He's got some territory up here, but I think it's through this cave outside of Brassgate. I mean, this guy is clearly marching out Brassgate right now. And then we have Dombane. Making a pass to vassalage gives us -20, but like... whatever, I'll get that back pretty much right away. I guess that will also enter a truce, so I'll take minus. I wonder how that works. Will I take 20 from the truce and 20 from the vassalage? Or will I just take 20? Can I take a Basilisk Chosen Destroyers? Apparently, yeah. If it is a lord. If it is another Godir, I can do it. Okay, that stuff is coming for me. Right, I'm going for this Derelict Workshop. I mean, what I like about the thought is it kind of forces blue to start marching south. And saves me having to take these two cities. I don't know that he can actually take that on his own. I think let's do it. Right? I don't know why it said like military victory failed. It still counts. Defeat the remaining rulers, 1 of 4. Yeah, 3 rulers remain. You rival me. You compliment me. I mean, this guy is also like, he's got umbral flesh, so I kind of feel like this does weirdly make sense. Dragon Teeth Ridge. Thunderwell. Okay, that's all underneath lithium. We do have to deal with Isentur. So you know what? I could still send those skeletons down here to deal with that. The Ghost Fields. This is what I really want. Crush Rock. Okay. Well, that gives us a bit of a plan then. I'm happy with that decision. Should I make teleporters? I guess. I do feel like a military victory is pretty possible here. You know, we march our armies through Chokehold, get this. Probably come down through Thorn, and then I can just go straight for his capital, maybe? This might be one of these situations where I overextend myself again, but... Okay, our Mage Bane is also ready now. A bounty you thought maybe failed? Yeah, I don't know. It said like military victory failed. Which I'm like, well, that's not actually true. All right, goodbye, Phoenix. I'm sick of trying to keep you alive. You insist on dying in almost every single fight we get into. So you can stay dead. It's not bad. All right, I was going to give you that Mage Bane. Ideally, you want like another caster in here or a support character. I guess I could just give you one of these like souped up Eladrin, undead Eladrin. For some reason, this Astral Siphoner has 0 movement. Maybe it retreated during that fight. All right, well, that's whatever. It was... It's being burned down. Right. You and you. And you. There is a monster den here I could get rid of, but... I just don't really need to. You're going to come join the underwater gang. Hang out here and defend my boats. And you guys are going to come up to this derelict workshop. Look at all this gloom. It's getting gloomy up here. I'll take Summon Calamity Dragon. I wouldn't mind being able to summon them. These guys, great question. I suppose the best thing I could do with them is start picking off monster dens. And then maybe setting up an outpost up here in case I want to go for the magic victory. This guy needs an army, so let's give him a Calamity Dragon, 2 Warbound. A Mage Bane. You need something else. Like I could just give you something like a Vow Keeper. But I feel like I'd rather... Like, this guy is in the back. I feel like he needs another caster. I could give him 2 Calamity Dragons. Is that too much? Only one of these can be active at a time. You know what? Let's give him an Obsidian Dragon. We are evil after all. Our city is capped. That brings us to 30. So I do got to start thinking about where I want to build. This accursed shrine. This feels like it's the spot for me. And I think I'll get rid of this research post and just put in the teleporter there. Well, no, it's a teleporter. I probably want that like here. Yeah, I don't need a farm anymore, so. Oh, is that that's all the territory I have? Nowhere else can I build. Huh. If I made you the accursed shrine, then I could move the mob camp down here. We'll burn that in the meantime. Hostiles in domain. My guardian tree. How dare they? Okay, maybe these guys actually have to go south then. So many notifications every turn in this campaign. It's wild. How many unknown map traits are you using? All of them. Just basically. I don't even think we've discovered half of them in this one. Oh no, we got them all. The only things we set in this one was Legend of Meridia. Unfolding Mystery hasn't happened. I've been noticing I've been getting this a lot and intrigues have not been happening. Immortal Spirits, Tropical Realms. Maybe I didn't set them all. Maybe I only set one row. Hostile Houses, Regenerating, and Giganticism. Because you can have like 12 of them now. Which like I could have sworn we had set up, but... Kill. Didn't realize I was getting cut off like this here with my other army just not participating in these fights. Little baby boo-boo. I want this, but I want that more. Trying to get my Paragon level back up. Okay. What'd you get? A Spirit Wolf. Okay. And a Razorback. Add them to the naval armies. That guy's just sitting on my guardian tree, so maybe he's not really an issue. Oh, we are just cleaning up now. Move you back. Send you down. There's that nice Umbral Nest. Which I actually don't heal in that Gloom territory. Man, movement on you guys is brutal. Okay. Pass. Camp. You guys are coming in here and wiping out this workshop. No problem. Okay, I got a scrap hermit out of it. We'll add him to the ocean. I am starting to feel a little sense of invincibility with these armies, at least against the Denzians of the world. Killing momentum. You are the debuff wizard. I'll give you curse. Oh, actually, she's my crit wizard. We get +4 vision. And we also get universal camouflage in our domain now. That one's huge. You got a big axe for our boy. We'll give you that reinforced cloak for now. One defense, 2 resistance. I guess I'll give you that resistance. And the locket of channeling. Oh, it doesn't really matter who gets that. Am I still making armies? Yes. Okay, thank God. Is it fun to have the max amount? I mean, it's chaotic for sure, but it can be a good laugh. Keeps things interesting. Yeah, yeah. I thought it might be overwhelming, but I don't really find that to be the case. It's kind of funny how my city has only expand. Like, I've never gone. I don't have the province directly south of my capital. I only went north. All my territory just decided to claim all this. I didn't really want to claim all this stuff, but I guess it made sense for you. You're good. You're good. You guys keep moving. You're apparently taking a teleporter, so that's going to get you killed. We'll keep moving down towards Crockhold. I want to get rid of these Eladrin. Oh, this is Crockhold's territory. Great. So at least we start healing a bit more here, and we can start pillaging as well. Let's have you guys come down and start dealing with this problem. And you guys dismantle those ruins. And we'll hit up that small monster den. I should probably be building roads here, but I don't know. Oh, we're fine. Who's that? Who's that? I now have everything built. So I want all of these places to be destroyed. I need them all to become ruins. All these foresters, this mob camp. Ah, that's how you do it. Set as unit deployment location. So I'll replace you. The Mage Bane is ready, which I think is going over here. Oh man, I'm really losing track. Can't tell who's meant to have what. So I can desecrate lands. I can desecrate my own lands to boost the accursed shrine. Now it's going to screw some things up because it's going to get rid of the gloom. Finally, now that we have an accursed shrine as well, I can start making tricksters. So this is going to be our tier 4 mage. We'll have accursed tricksters, a calamity dragon. So I'm actually not going to take them. I'm going to take an accursed trickster. Alongside the Warbound, we can also now start taking Accursed Blades. So instead of just summoning Sworn Guard at tier 1, I can make Accursed Blades at tier 3. And now we move up. Now we start moving up out of the tier 1 units. So at long last. Ignoth has returned to Ruffheim. It's that city, okay. I mean, the computer can't handle... Look at how many monster dens are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just in this area? Just a chain of monster dens. What a hostile world. So many infestations, yeah. Same thing down here. I see. I didn't expect him to have 4 shrines of smiting, 2 living fogs, and an entire army of astral siphoners. Very good. Certainly say I didn't anticipate that one. Regenerating infestations kind of spawn everywhere. Yeah, they get pretty wildly out of control. In a reoccurring dream, a terrible Balor endlessly battles a radiant shrine of smiting atop a mountain plateau. You've had this dream since you embraced chaos, but tonight it feels as if the avatars of chaos and order will settle their eternal conflict and determine who shall inherit the astral sea's ashen ruins. You discern more Godir of order and chaos, all witnessing the duel, their eyes flooded with fear. The Balor notices you. Embody chaos! Demolish this false idol! Do you dare interfere? Get a free Balor unit. Immolate the Balor, the Shrine of Smiting, and myself in a pandemonium of coiling flames. I die, but I'll come back. And I get the Tome of the Demon Gate. What would I do? I can just get this anyway. This is the thing. Like, this is no problem for me to get. I don't really want any of these. I don't really want Fiends. So I do have Accursed Fiends. I might just take this book next anyway, because then I can take Fight for Power. Let's bind the Balor. It's hard to get tier 5 units. And yeah, right now most of my units over here suck, so that'll pump them up, pump the jams. Seeing as that army was like largely wounded, he was pretty wounded anyway, so we can now summon him into any battle as well. All fiends gain +10 morale. Cannot be used in water battles. Okay. Let's take Infernal Focus. Okay, you guys are all good down there. These guys are going to join in here. You're going to kill this guy. Thank you very much. And then we'll keep going. We're going to build a farm here, but we're going to then destroy it. And then we need to cast this spell a bunch of times in a row. So I just got to burn down everything around this accursed shrine. And then life is good. Not that I'm really having like an income problem or anything. More spiders. You guys have the Pirate Cove down here. Do we have that character? You need to clear a water infestation. So I tell you what, I'm going to send you directly over here to that Pirate Cove. You have a lord. You guys don't have any lords leading you. So I'm going to move one of you over here. We'll do a little switch. And I feel good about that. We pick up the gilded throne down here. Some palisade walls. Our ruler has leveled up to level 12. Flesh weaving becomes flesh sculpt. That's what we're going to do. So now instead of summoning 2 splitterlings, we summon 1 flesh abomination, which is a tier 3. Much, much better. Avatar of Nature. And whenever an allied unit dies, this unit gains 1 strengthened. Natural regen and 30 HP. I did plan on taking that, so why don't we take it? I do need to get that plus 10 HP on fortified summons. The other thing I was going to do was Eldritch Caster 2, Forgotten Tome Mastery, and Tentacles Escape. I don't actually think I'm going to take Forgotten Tome Mastery. Magic attacks gain extra damage. These ritual spells are really good. Enemy units in target and adjacent provinces sustain 15% of their max HP. That costs a lot to cast it, but I think for right now, let's go towards that increased summons. And I tell you what, man, if I got the points for this, which I'm sure I can, I'm going to make him an orb. And we'll call this the, we'll call it the black hole. Why not? Lots and lots and lots of invasions and whatnots happening. Half of the game doesn't work in lava or water. Yeah, I mean, but that's like, it makes sense, right? Like, and it does mean that if you take a faction who has things like floating, flying, water walk, suddenly you, like, fighting in water gives you a massive advantage. So you can really, like, help yourself out by doing that. And I don't know, I like that that's an option. Was watching Fred play Dune Awakening on the other screen. It's basically Conan Exiles, but in the Dune world. Yeah. Seems good, looks okay. Still not exactly sure what I want from a Dune game. I think that's fair. Do any of us know what we want from a Dune game? I don't think so. I do feel like somehow I am removing infestations. Like there feels like there's less of them around. A training ogre. Let's give the Starcaster summon animal. Let's give... You're level 12. You're level 10. Titania Quick Lunge has now become like my best character. So we'll give her enhanced resistance. I'm going to give myself a level. I don't know who needs renown. You're about to get yours. You'll get yours. Titania Quick Lunge. Excellent. All right, so we have a couple of Crockhold troops over here. I'd like to just bring you down and pillage. Why not? Why not? All right. And the scrap hermit. All right. So the naval army is good to go. Let's just move them over here and we'll start assaulting some of these troops. I guess we do have to kill that great bird nest, but I don't know, man. All things with time. You're coming way down here. You two can just hang out with her. You guys can all just hang out here for a moment. Hang out, hang out. Hang out, hang out. Got warbounds, you got a trickster. A calamity dragon. I'm going to give you an accursed blade in this army as well. Then we'll desecrate this. It looks like the gloom goes like right back over it. Pretty much as soon as it's done being desecrated, so. We'll desecrate this. Yeah, so it's +3 to all things for whenever something is desecrated. Is that better than what a forester is giving me? I mean, that's a bit hard to say. I don't need food anymore, so... All right, we're at the edge of Crockhold here. We should be able to take Crockhold in 2 turns with Siege Master. This is going to be the big fight. I'm like actually kind of curious if we can beat that guy. You know what? Why don't I take... If these guys are coming over to destroy this Pirate Cove, why don't we just sail them over here and go straight for the other artifact? Saying that, love Dune Spice Wars. Dune Spice Wars is really good, yeah. Isn't exactly a political intrigue RPG. Willing to keep an open mind and give it a chance. Yeah. I mean, Dune Spice World is basically just... Spice Wars is basically just Nordhold, but Dune universe. All right, I lost that Awakener. I'm not worried about that. Can I summon you? Something? I need to cast that. Okay. So you guys are going to go here, here, here. Why did you insist on going that way? Strange choice. We'll have you start the siege. Sow confusion, undermine the walls, unleash the warhounds. I thought I picked up a good like chaos thing here, but maybe not. Chaos siege spell. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Ooh, Hunter Spider Matriarch. Yes, please. I like how this army is just slowly becoming like animals that kill animal nests and get more animals. It continues to be this idea that we're all these different types of chaos. Like, it's not just undead. It's undead. It's umbral demons. It's animals. It's elementals. Everything that I can get a hold of, I'll take. A white wolf? That's very good. But I'll just send them down here to him. Let's go here, here, here. Next turn. There's Infernal Focus. And now we're on to new books. So this is kind of where the build ends. Technically. Ba 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 ba. I could make an argument for the Tome of Great Transformation into, say, the Tome of Oblivion. It's not bad. It would also give me Fetid Legion, which is really valuable. I'm not going to take Whiteborn. I mean, I can't, but yeah, I'll take this. I'll take this. Newton, hello. Well, well, well. 3 holes in the ground.
Power of necro.
How we doing today? I wanted to give you Curse. No. I want the other Death Knight to have Curse. You're meant to just do damage. Yeah, you punch. We'll give you Wind Barrier. I mean, I'm already at war with everybody, so basically. Why waste the Imperium? Feels good. Feels very good. Doing all right. Just finished probably last training before hiatus. Okay, okay. You feeling strong? You feeling pumped up, buffed up? How am I doing? I'm doing well, man. It's Friday. I can't complain. We're on a pretty good warpath. Ever since we burned down some cities to the north, we've just been cruising, honestly. I cannot make armies fast enough to outpace the upkeep growth that we have. Like, no matter what I build, I am growing my economy now faster than my armies, which is just excellent. It is a good place to be for a chosen destroyer. Gotta rush by those units. I mean, we are rush buying like every turn. This army has 3 necromancers inside of it for some reason. I'm building armies like the computer does. I might lose here. Yeah, I was like, well, I just fought a lot of things all at once. A rock giant and a wild speaker and a horned god. Damn, dudes. All right. Let's go. That's going to slow me down a little bit. All right. Bring you guys together to all hang out. You guys are coming up to fight this brigand camp. A problem of my own making. That's good. I don't need anything. I didn't get a unit from this. So infestations you make yourself, you cannot get units from, which is good. When I thought that I could do that, I was like, oh, this is very exploitable. But that makes way more sense. Okay, we have a huge army here. This is a mega, like, endgame army. Okay. I guess we'll rebuild that accursed trickster. I suppose. If you're gonna be like that. I'm just gonna make the mob camp here. Probably 2 accursed blade, 2 war rounds. I think that's what the army looks like. Oh, what a weird green grass province down here. I don't know what's happening with this outpost. The duelist leveled up. You are the one who's going to take curse. My siphoner ritual is ready. For you. Ooh, and your new item is ready. Not that I ever really need to be using it, but... so all of my summons now get plus 10 HP. Very happy with that. Buckwin gains a level of renown. Great. Province is being pillaged. This Pirate Cove is attacking me. That'll give her super camouflage as well. You're still casting this, and then I need to desecrate land one more time afterwards. 2 more times afterwards. Whew. Horn God, Rock Giant, and some blood drinking sword. Well, excuse me. You feel your legs more than usual? I mean, that's a good workout then. Absolutely. No retry? Nah, dude, I'm not. At this point, all of these armies are just throwaway armies. We make so much draft that I'm pumping out most of these units in 1 turn. And I rush recruitment every other turn. We're making our way towards both of the artifacts right now, the final artifacts. Lose a seal bearer, but get an ogre. All right, that's a trade. That's a pretty even trade, actually. You guys are probably dead. Necromancer's holding on. These guys are going to march out. Thank you for saving me a turn. Oh, sorry, that was a Marauder Guard actually attacking me. Not going to summon anything there. Okay. Okay. So you need to lead an attack on a Pirate Cove. It's a pretty big fight, but... It's just like not even looking at what the items I'm getting anymore are. Take whatever you can. Loot this gold. Loot that gold. We are going to head over to this artifact next turn. All right, so this guy is just like waiting on armies. You guys have definitely seen better days, but... Pick a wild speaker here. And something else. Why not? Another necromancer. Those guys are good. These dudes are all gonna come up here and start wiping out these great bird nests. We're gonna pick up this Imperium just because it's here. It's also an extra troop. You're actually in range, so let's go for that. More Phoenixes. And archers. Houndmasters? Nice. Okay. I don't know what to do with that Houndmaster, but we'll leave him for the moment. Likewise, I don't know what to do with this Inferno puppy. This is just a vassal city here. Am I getting... Oh, because Infernal magic? Oh, no, the Baylor. The Baylor can make Inferno puppies. That's why I'm getting Inferno puppies. Oh, well, that's very fun. This also means I can technically start taking these Inferno puppies, and if we get the Book of Demons, we could start merging them together. So I want you guys just to chill for a second. We get Fetid Legion. Ritual of Calamity is the really good siege spell. Common of Calamity is an extremely good attack spell. I tell you what, let's lock that and take that. We'll put Infernal Focus on all of our casters. And try to Fetid Legion next round. Collected. Surong has gained Ambusher. All units have universal camouflage. I'm assuming this means that she also has it. Titania Quick Lunge won a siege battle against a free city, so she is Siege Master now as well. That's excellent. Dream Vault has declared war on us. I don't know who they are. Way over on the other edge of the map. And we keep growing. 2.5 hours of dancing can get the old legs a little heavy. Oh, dear God, I say so. That's a lot of dancing. Good cardio, though. Very, very solid cardio. Okay, so that's this kind of like northern section done. Can I pick up this artifact now? There's an outpost here. I probably need to go outpost to artifact. But I don't know. This guy's also like expanded his outpost to only have a hut. He is here. I just saw his dragon. I don't know why it let me see that, but... Birds. This army is a little... That army is a little weak. They could probably use with some healing. My Hunter Spider Matriarch has gone down. Curse. Oh well. I don't have to move those skeletons every turn now. That's a perk. You've got some pretty good mythic units in here. So why don't we just like pull back for a minute? No need to lose stuff for no good reason. We'll keep farming puppies. Full army of random non-scout units that can be produced in a city on a target hex. It costs like 3 turns to cast that though, which is kind of a pain. Umbral Mistresses could also be nice for us. Let's grab Ritual of Calamity first. You dweebs are heading north to secure this gold wonder. I think I'll bring you just like down here. Kill off some monster dens in the process. Pick up some more garbage troops. Yeah, see, all of these guys really need to heal. Because this is a major combat quest. $14, $8, and $6. Well, I mean, maybe you'll be fine. There's a lot of gold and silver spawners. Like, that's 29 points. Yeah, I just should have stayed back. I got greedy. I got big greedy. No, she's dead for sure. You guys, on the other hand, can keep moving. And in fact, immune to seduced until the end of battle. Yeah, I'll take that. If I take this lover's spring, a curious nymph, I guess. Add it to the piles of random units I'm pulling up here of Dark Knights and puppy dogs and everything else. Mostly I was just thinking if I take this territory, I can heal in it, which is exactly what I'm going to do. This is a creature cage. Give me a brewer ogre? Okay. Why not? Why not? Now. Do I want even more summons on this character? Summon Spider, Dark Ritual, summon Devastator Sphere, summon Undergrowth, summon Animal, Astral Ward, Race Undead, Mind Controls, kind of. Brings greater empower. Oh, that got a lot better. I wonder if that just like levels up at level 12 or something. This guy's got 7 summons plus Weaver. Ooh, am I ever tempted? I kind of wanted to get him Tentacled Escape, just so he doesn't get killed by things like siege equipment. Plus, the extra map casting points would be pretty valuable, so I think we'll do that. Desecrate land around my accursed shrine. Fetid Legion. Sent a war party, bounty, blah, 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 blah. A warpath. This is a true and brutal warpath. It's very funny when you knock out people on the edge of the map and then suddenly you only have one direction to go. It's just a constant advance. Hi, Anoki. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. Bound an ancient gold wonder. Man, that is so far. Why is it like the two capitals are literally got to be in the bottom left, bottom right corners here? They're making me work for it. Here, monsters, I am trying to heal. Ugh. So we're gonna fight this, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna run away. I have 0 mana? That can't be correct. What happened to my mana? Are my auto resolves just casting every spell? Hello, hello. Naya, that's a great question here. Yeah, I mean, I might as well keep getting these Inferno puppies. You have a knight and a nymph. You don't have a support character. You have the skeleton mage in here. So I'm going to give you the nymph. I'm going to give you that. And then I'm going to need you to have some more astral whatchamahoozers. Let's cast summon Fetid Legion first, though. The summons cost mana. Yeah, but I'm making like 600 mana a turn, so... I guess I'm just trying to figure out where all my mana is going. Or more specifically, where all my mana went. You guys gotta come back here. I guess let's build there in that mana node. Clear these guys out. Ah, sugar. Well, I guess if I don't have Swift Marcher, then that really is not a good ability. I probably just killed those guys. Oh, well. I am not too panicked about it. Quite frankly, not really a big deal. See, the problem is like these dogs are a liability. Because any one of these monsters can just attack that, and then they pull in a lesser fight. This is the problem I'm facing right now. You're all taking Umbral Malady. Oh, yes, this is a problem. My accursed blades are not immune to Umbral. The deep corridors. Cool. Okay. 150 mana spent in that last fight. I mean, yeah, I guess if I'm fighting so many monsters, we're just gonna, like, we're gonna drop crazy amounts of mana in every fight. Especially when I have spells that are like, summon your ruler to the fight. It takes everything you have. Like, I don't even know. Yeah, Avatar of Chaos is only 50 casting points, but we're definitely casting that. And like, Demonic Onslaught should be cast in every fight because it's killing momentum hastened and +3 strengthened. And then I guess we have a death casting. So the more stuff we kill, the more we get to summon. The more stuff we kill, the more we get to kill. Yeah, this area has become completely like given back to the small monsters. This is my favorite part about this. I don't even need to spread Umbral. I'm just spreading monsters everywhere. I am the invasion. Ooh, what are you? Primordial Pyre Moth. Cool. This is a brand new unit. Pyre Scale Blast. Single magical attack at a target unit. Does Ghost Fire. Focus of Devastation. Havoc, Magic, Misfortune, and Burning. 71 fire damage? Consume all burning stacks from target enemy. For each stack consumed, the enemy sustains 20 fire damage. Target friendly units in a 2-hex radius heal 6 HP and gain a stack of regeneration for 3 turns. Holy cajoli. While this unit's in battle, all friendly units gain once per turn when this unit is hit by an attack. The attacker gains a stack of burning. And it has Fiery Rebirth. I want you. I need you. I'll get one if I clear out this large monster den. Oh, that's polite. This guy at least came down and engaged my hero. Those rule, man. How many other primordial monsters are there, I wonder? Look at this. I'm in this province and a small monster den just spawned on top of me. I can't make any progress here. One, 2, 7, and 7. Damn, dude. This guy's got 2 primordial pyre moths and a regular pyre moth, which casts fire bolts and fire bomb, 1 hex radius, and then burning dust deals damage to enemies in a 1 hex radius. Very much the same. Whew. Hot shimley. All right, I can't reach them in this turn, so we're gonna go here. We're going to build an outpost, which is what I really need to be doing up here, and I'd like to get this Astral Siphoner back in as well. I was going to pick up the Tome of Oblivion because I wanted Fog of Insanity. And also Living Voids. I want a lot of this.
Death is not truly the opposite of life. The end is part of the journey. The truth.
We'll take Living Fog. Umbral Mistress. Okay, a couple little armies here. Let's let them in the sea so they can heal. I always forget about that. You guys can vibe. I should probably be doing things like summoning Umbral Mistresses instead of Astral Siphoners, but there's so many summon spells. Wow, I don't have to cast a spell for once. This is my main army. These three. So 16, 16, and 21 because you have a Baylor. Though ironically enough, you have a Houndmaster in here too, which is not so good. I think let's just have like a one of those guys on standby. And you know what? Why am I fighting these? There's no need. Puppies, I don't know. If you can somehow get back to that teleporter, you can stay alive, but I'm not going to help you do it. You guys are chilling. You guys are taking constant damage, so we're going to move you out to sea. Can I flash recruit? Yes. What's this? A large monster den with a primordial basilisk has spawned up there as well, so we'll get some of them. I do really like that they've put these primordial characters in all of these monster dens. Like, especially all the gold monster dens now have primordial characters in them. And this means that, like, you can get them through things other than just that wonder event, so... What's the win condition we're looking at? I'm not really sure. I am locking down 3 gold wonders right now, which does potentially give me magic victory. The other part of me was just thinking about like coming down here and destroying Roughheim and then trying to get down here to destroy Anather. I kind of thought that this blue guy would do a better job, but the sheer amount of monsters on the map is making any progress really difficult. Now, if I launch a magic victory, the computer has to come to me. 2 things I know for certain is I want to collect the artifacts, and I want to do whatever the artifact quest is. We have one. We're gonna get this one in like a turn, and this one is not too difficult to get to. It's mostly clear sailing. What I should just do is send these armies across here and go through these small monster nests instead of like all of those phoenix nests. So that's what we got to think of. Kalendorf, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. How's the end turn better than Total War Warhammer can be? Yeah, I mean, if you're playing on like a very large 9 map, end turn can get kind of ugly. All the infestations are certainly causing quite a lot of combat on this map, which is slowing things down a bit, but it's not been too bad. We're only just on turn 100 here. Also, like, knocking out players really speeds things up. This guy is mostly hiding underground, so he's not really getting any combat. He's not really doing a lot. Same thing with Blint. He's gonna be like all golems. All golems all the time. Newly recruited sworn guards are brought before you for inspection. Suddenly a sense of malice, disgust engulfs you. The era spent in the astral void scarred your mind. You're unable to look at your subjects and see people. You only see repulsive miscreants. Look at these eyeballs floating around behind me. Is that all the time around my guy? The miserable lives in your eldritch hands. A familiar voice whispers in the back of your mind. You close your eyes and fail to suppress a yearning smile. Will you embrace your dark desires and torment these fresh recruits? Or can you transcend your eldritch instincts? Free level up. Helm of hyper awareness. A flesh abomination. That's kind of fun. Dude, I'll take the free level up. All right, I have 2 very good armies here. 16 and 21. Actually, you know, there's no reason not to bring this guy in. He could use the XP. Then I'll have them come down here and counter that. You guys are waiting on some other guys to show up. You're rejoining in here. We're going to take a turn or two to heal up there. Pass, pass, pass. Can I reach you? Looks like it. Let's go for it. Tend not to return 100 either, so the definition of endgame can vary a lot. Yeah. We're getting our 2025 regenerating manifestation campaign out of the way before the end of April. Yeah, I mean, definitely it's going back on the no regenerating list for a while, so. Eyeball's one of my items. No, I think it might actually be that we took flesh sculptor is what it's probably coming from, so. All right. This is now an easy win because it's not a single scout. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. You have destroyed the Council Prolocutor and wrestled Trinity Island from its eternal grasp. An arcane sizzling stirs up the waters of the island as the illusion of the Council fades away. Large monumental crystals become revealed to your troops. They form a structure complex stretching between the three islands. A sunken library holding the crystallized knowledge of the Eternal Council. Where the prosecutor floated, now only that artifact is adrift in the waves. It is the Flow Rock Scales, which allows you to build more giant forms. Aha. And the giant forms are better now. Gain a shard caster and a gem caster. I might do that. Gain a pretty good tier 4 ring, a pretty good tier 4 helmet, and a decent tier 3 helmet. I kind of need to get the troops here. So that's 2 of these. We also got a necromancer from this fight. Ugh. I lost like all my druids of the cycle here. I think I'm going to give the Baylor over to me. And I think for now, I'm going to maybe combine the 2 of these armies. No, you know what? I have Siphoners ready. We can just summon things. We summon now. Sunken Library is ours, so we do heal here as well. The 3 gem caster to the Rally of Lieges. Build an outpost. We might as well cap it. Damn, I wish I didn't get rid of so many of my dogs now. Have I defeated Caravar on his challenge map? I've not tried that one. I'm not sure that one, no. Who is Caravar? We're going to get these casting points here. Oh, yeah. And like, yeah, you can see it's really hard to see it, but there's little eyeballs floating above my guy. So I guess because I took Flesh Sculptor. I don't think these eyeballs were here before. I feel like this is a new thing. I've certainly never noticed that. But I'm all about it. Durkog's leveled up. It's been a while. Dude has terrible resistance. I am realizing. I'll give him a belt of the Berserker. Could take an Assassin's Dagger. Where's my other hero? Routed? Routed. Bounties, rallies. Okay, my rally is starting to get pretty good now too. So I think we'll start recruiting throwaway units there. And with the sunken library under our control, a clear path towards Ruffheim. What is this guy feeling like? Minus 800. Do we know where his capital is? Underweld. His capital is here. I think what we're going to have to do is just like cut down through this teleporter. I think there's another city here. Oh, that's Thunderwell. Gee whiz, man. This guy's going to be hell to take. We could fall back. We could just fall back and go for the magic victory. We certainly have enough armies that I could leave significant forces on every one of the wonders. Like, this is the most armies I feel like I've ever had. And it's not even accounting for most of the stuff I'm trying to build. I have infinite money. It's just truly the campaign of infinite money. They took Chosen Destroyers and they were like, these guys need a buff. And I don't know what they were thinking when they thought that. Because I always thought Chosen Destroyers were extremely strong before, and now they are absolutely out of control. My only issue is literally not being able to draft quick enough. I might as well start increasing the hero cap. And bringing in more characters, which are coming in at level 9 now. We don't have a ranger, so let's grab him. We'll give him that. I'll give him magic attacks ignore status resistance. That's kind of nice. But I think 20% accuracy is probably better for you. For all magic attacks, attunement Starblade. Ignore status resistance. Get status resistance. Wow, not much in the way of armor here. We'll give you that. Magic missile wand in case you ever need to throw a spear at someone. So you've got a javelin. Let's give you snapshot. Skirmisher training. Versatile skirmisher. Opening strikes, fatal strikes. I feel like he should also be taking these crit skills. So let's go fatal strikes. Go for the kill. Crit chance. Crit. We can skip that first round. So we'll make him throw crit javelins. That creates zombies when he kills things. That's pretty cool. I like that. And Mun, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. What does Immortal do as an effect? Basically, when you below 10% of your HP, you automatically rout and you can't be killed. Unless you're hit by something like a Finger of Death. It basically turns your campaign into an auto resolve campaign because you're never going to lose any of your characters. So if you lose a fight, you just like teleport back to your capital after X number of turns. I guess that tireless march could be good. Instantly summon a bandit army under your control. All heroes gain +1 rank. You know what? Let's take that. At this point, then I can take Tentacled Escape on him so he can never be killed. You could take... kind of want to just give you melee fighting, but I feel like Sundering Sweep is just so useful to have. You're going to take Killing Momentum, which is fantastic. You are taking some sort of Curse shenanigans. Curse now deals damage or inflicts frozen, or it does a 1 hex radius. Let's go for frozen. You're going to take more crits. You're going to take adaptive armor. And that's everybody. Okay. 101 turns into the campaign. Our territory is basically finished. We have a massive Accursed Shrine with a bunch of stuff burned down around it. We got to burn down one more stuff here. The Altar of Marching Gloom and all of my forests playing off of the Guardian Tree. I wish this corrupted. That would look really cool, but I'm fine with it not. We've got a ton of armies around. We've gotten this artifact. What I need to do now is have this army and the respawning army sail back down here, not to Amorn, but to this location. We'll get the last artifact. We'll secure all of these gold wonders, and then we'll decide probably to trigger a magic victory. But let's do that in the next episode, because I think that's a good spot to leave it. We got a little bit more to do. I want to say 1, maybe 2 more. So thank you for joining us in the meantime. We hope you come back and watch the finales.